Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Spec?
Okay, what's up, bro?
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here, brother. Yeah, I'm sitting on my couch right now. I'm not even in the studio, so
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. You got a studio?
Oh yeah. It's junky right now. I can hold on. I guess I can let you see a little bit of it. It's junky though, because
Oh, it's all good, man.
I've
I
been
won't
having
judge, man.
live shows and so I had to move some of my stuff out, move stuff around to hold on. Yeah, it's junky, but it's you still be able to see like my keyboards are not set up because I took them on my live show with me. Hold on. All right. Let me get some light on. Hold on. Terrence, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, whiteboard, share, apps. Shit, I don't see shit, so I'll turn this way. Can you?
Yeah, just flip it. There we go.
Yeah, I just turned around. I don't know if you can see.
That's sick. I like that setup.
Yeah, like I said, it's more stuff to it, but it's. I don't know if you can see everything. I'm just going in a big circle. And
Yeah.
then if you see up top, it's like
Hey, man.
I have. If you see up top, it's like clouds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like clouds. That insulation to like.
Well, no, it's. I don't have it hooked up, but what I did was it's like the teddy bear stuff that you stuff teddy bears with.
Yeah.
I put up on the ceiling, and when I turn it on, it looks like a storm, or it looks like it's the cloud. It could be
No
blue, it could be
way.
whatever
That's
color.
sick. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So
I like that.
It covers all this.
I don't know why I can't turn this camera around though. That's crazy. And I don't see a thing to turn it around.
You're on your
Oh,
phone?
I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So like you see the. So it's clouds like that. I got pictures on the wall.
That I need. Where's my phone?
Stuff all here. That's one of my keyboards. I got all my keyboards be set up right here. Then I got some of my plaques up here.
Oh my God,
there.
that's amazing.
Yeah, then I got all this over here. Then my drum machine, I got an MPCX drum machine that I use, Pro Tools and all this stuff. Then you go here, more album stuff, some music stuff, the clouds, just all kind of. I was signing Motown, so you got the Motown stuff.
What?
Whitney Houston, Missy Elliott pictures, celebration pictures, there's all kind of stuff. Back in the day, Johnny Cochran, stuff like that. And I got all this stuff. I'm a Prince fan, so you see that. They just sent me this Whitney Houston 25-year commemoration album, so I just got that in the mail.
Wow.
My little MPK mini. That's a collector's item here. The Funko Pops.
Every day when you
I did a poetry album called Prophets
until it's found.
That's out right now. Check that out. It's called Prophets Law.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely got to catch up on all these things.
Yeah.
Y'all have a nice resume, nice portfolio of work and stuff. You know what I mean?
So that's pretty much it, man. That's most of it, you know. So
that's sick. It's a lot better than my wall. I got nothing. Just my family, man. That's my biggest achievement so far.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got pictures of the family, and this is the only room I can do this to. Every other room in the house it was my wife. So
yeah,
that's a whole different story. But yeah, man.
So you're down in Atlanta too? Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Well, technically in Loganville, but
okay.
But we all say Atlanta.
Atlanta, because it's like everyone knows.
Atlanta.
Right. Okay.
Right. Let me get where. Can you see me pretty good? Is it too light in here? Too dark?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Good. That's what's
up. So it's great connecting. It's nice meeting you.
Same here.
I know you guys don't really know me, and I've had a number of conversations with Terrence, and for some reason I feel like we just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me a proposition, and I was like, nah, man, no. But here we are, right?
Right,
so
right.
And I shared, we had a conversation on Friday, and I shared that I think for me, my biggest fear, my biggest insecurity is not delivering,
right?
Not meeting expectations, right? Because again, I think that's why when you're connected and you have that experience, that says so much, because you know what to do.
Right.
So I think here I'm going to have to, if this continues to work and I'm involved, I'm going to try to give it 100%. I feel like I've got a good amount of experience doing other things, so I can certainly like help.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of real firsthand like experience in the industry, I'm lacking there, right?
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I think it's, if this works, it feels, it really feels right to me. And if this works, we can get, you know, Terrence where he needs to be, help Terrence get, you know, shed more light on his works,
Right.
him as an author. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
I think,
definitely. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, no. I was just, last part, man, I know I was kind of dragging that out, but I think the
Oh no.
last piece is, I think the fundraising, like that's what I'm hearing. We need funds. We need funds to get stuff popping. So
Yeah.
yeah. What were you gonna say, Spec?
Totally. Um, to speak on what you said before, you just want to meet expectations. For me, is that showing that you're working, showing that we're all working towards something, even if we don't meet the certain expectations. As long as everybody's showing that, hey, we're trying to make it, we're trying to
Yeah.
get there to this point. I mean, that's sometimes you might fall short, sometimes you might not, but it's just really just trying to just get it there. And you not knowing a lot about the music business or this industry or whatever, however you're looking at it, it's changing. It's changed. So we're all learning at the same time. I know a lot of the old school stuff, and I read a lot and I look at a lot of videos, all this AI stuff. It's a lot of stuff that's out here. So
Yeah.
I try to keep abreast of what's going on. So technically, this new industry, we're all learning at the same time.
Okay.
So we all hope to meet expectations. You know what I mean? So you're not there by yourself. We all
Okay.
we all here with you. We
Okay,
all work.
cool.
Yeah, things that you don't know, ask ask me, ask them, see what's going on. Things we don't know on your end, we're gonna say, hey, so what do you think about this? So we can learn from each other, and that's for me. That's how I keep growing. I learn from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely with it.
I mean, I feel like it takes a little bit of the pressure off because again, I've been pretty vocal about where I stand, but at some point we just have to just start getting to work,
Yeah,
right? And doing what we can. And I know Terrence was talking about Kickstarter. I'm happy to run that in terms of, you know, setting it up, setting up the page and all that. I'm of course going to probably need some input from you guys,
right.
but I'm just concerned that I feel like with Kickstarter, we still need some sort of audience who are interested.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at the end of the day, we can still set up the Kickstarter, but I
Mm-hmm.
think we need to have like I'm also not on social media. I shared that with Terrence.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not scared of social media, but it's just been a lifestyle choice, right? Like I didn't want to
I
be
get
involved. But
right, right.
I'm feeling like we need to, I'm thinking we need to start there on social media and try to just develop some sort of community.
Right,
And then also potentially look at YouTube or Twitch.
right.
I
Yeah,
know Terrence we met last week and I know Terrence was like, "Hey, you're recording this, right?" And I was like, "No," but we can put some of these conversations up if we like edit it and make it look sort of clean, I guess.
right, right,
But we can put these up because it's still part of the journey
right.
on,
And
yeah.
even if we do that, if you want to blur your face out because you don't want people to see you, it's fine. I mean, social media now is whatever. This one lady, never heard of her name. I forget her name. Kylie somebody. They were talking about how TikTok was trying to boot her off because she's made so much money buying houses and so much stuff off TikTok, but it's just her normal day life. Like I started following her for a minute just to see what was different. It's just her with her kids and her husband waking up, making breakfast, just doing normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you do want to blur your face and they just show us or whoever's on the call, that's fine. It's no pressure doing that because I think now it's as long as they see something,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. And then by you blurring your face out, that might bring more attention. Like, well, who is this guy?
Who is that?
Who
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, who
You know
is
what I'm
that?
saying? So
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. It's like I said, it's up to you. Even with me on social media, I don't post anything about my kids. I don't post. I might post studio stuff sometime, but like even Terrence will tell me, "Hey man, you need to show how you working on your beats and how." I'm not that type of person. When I'm creating, it just need to be me, the studio god, and and I'm here creating. It just having somebody watching what I'm doing. I'm not comfortable doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do it.
Yeah.
So it's just ways we can do stuff, man, to get it out on social media. You know,
Yeah.
but I agree with you though. We need to start at social media. We definitely need to get that off the ground.
I think what we need is we really need some sort of, if we need to tap into, and hey, real quick, I don't have the biggest network either. I mean, I've come across some folks, but man, I'm like 40 plus. I you know, I have 3 kids. That's my whole focus. That's my world. I'm sorry to say. I know some people, they need outward extensions and they, you know, they latch on to others, but like I'm not like that, right?
Right.
But you know, I think if we can try to maybe get our friends and family to follow, to comment, to like, that'll help initially as we're and again, I'm assuming we're starting at ground zero, but you already have something established. But if it's been a while, that stuff might be stale already, right? I just like
it's kind of you're having to kick it back and reboot it up.
we're rebooting, exactly. That's why I was telling you, we're like
It has been
starting
quiet.
over in a way.
It's been
And
quiet
there's
for a while.
nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, hey, we got to just be realistic about where we're at. If it's a reboot, dude, that's cool. Because then as long as we just continue to grow. So if we need to go to family and friends and have them like follow, comment, like, or whatever, you know, at least start somewhere. And then we can try to start building on the, you know, establishing a real base.
Right.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely that.
The grassroots angle.
Yeah. And then if we jump into a Kickstarter or just have some sort of buzz and I'm not even talking a big like audience. I'm talking just like 10 to 20 people who are into it and they like want to meet you at a if you're going to go to like a comic book con or even a store and they'd go and drive and meet you. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need, just a diehard small base.
Right.
And I think it starts on Instagram. I think it starts on possibly YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, it's already, like I said, that's the thing. It's already on Instagram. I just haven't been putting any time into it because everything else I got going on around it. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's really no excuse to a certain extent, but I always was feeling like, man, I don't have any more material to push. I've done the books, I've done this, that, and the third. So now it's more about the conversation because I've already done the work for the material, right? So my whole focus now is the conversation, like the conversations that we're having now. To keep showing that, you know, however many times we do this and have these meetings to keep, you know, checking on the progress, that it just keeps building. People starting to see it like, oh, okay, well, there. And the more times we're doing it, you know what I'm saying? The more people will start tuning in because it's becoming consistent. You know what I'm saying? So each video will be different. Each conversation might be a little bit different, but it's still, like you said, it's still going towards the same angle, the same goal. So yeah.
So I got a question. I know Terrence, you have a lot of. I know you created some more titles, books, and so you have a lot already out, right?
Yeah.
And so to like I said, I'm new to this as well. So to make because that's a lot of content. So to push content with all the books that you have out, would it be to bring more people into the situation? Would it be something where, like, say we're talking now, or we're talking about a book that you just released, or one of the books that's already out? We have conversations about it. Hey, well, this character was blah blah blah, this da da da, and you have like 20 something books out. That's a whole lot of content that we can start talking about, and then we upload it to IG. You know, maybe a book a week or conversations a week about, you know.
I
mean, the only thing is, like I said, most of y'all in the beginning, y'all had gotten the physical copies, right? But the rest of them now, the other 17 are only on Amazon as digital.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying the content. I'm just saying we're talking about it and we let people know, hey, this is on Amazon. You know, we talk about the book, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's cool.
That's a great idea.
Because we have that. What he was saying, that we need content for IG and Twitch. So what's the content? You have all these books, so let's talk about it. Every book is
the characters. I mean, I think there's a lot we can do with what we've got.
Right.
And then eventually, and then on top of that, we can layer these business conversations because I think a lot that might resonate with some people that these guys are doing something.
True. And what we can do too, because you got so much content out, you got the books out. Terrence, you can come over and say one of the books you're not that you already have out. You're not trying to put music to it, but hey, we can sit in here. Oh, we'll create something on Twitch for this one scene of this comic book, or hey, we're gonna show you how we created the music for this right here, and just show us doing that. So that's more content to bring in the music part of what we do as well, because they're thinking, oh, writers, comic books, movies. Oh, we do music. We do the score for them. We're in the studio right now working on book number 12. This is the music for this is the opening scene. We might just do that one scene. Mind you, we already did the music, but we're just gonna re-upload it and start and act like we're doing
make it all fresh again.
But look though, but listen though, even when you're talking about that, I wish you would have had the studio up right now, because we could have spoken about, as we're talking about the Ulterior TV show that we're working on. We already did the theme song, remember?
Right.
So that
now, we can show them how we did the theme song. Like, let's load up the drum machine. Let's load everything up. We're playing the strings by itself. Oh, this is how this vibe came up. This is an Ulterior. He's flying in here, and you hear this. You hear all this going on, and then at the end of the conversation, we play the whole piece.
Right.
Just something that
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that'll be dope. And we already done the work, so let's just like you said, redo it and let people see how we created it.
Yeah. I like this. I mean, I think this is how we can reach more people. Is we have zero expectations right now. If we're really literally starting from zero, fine, we're starting from zero. But again, we were talking about consistency and discipline and just being focused on what the goal is, right? What is the goal though? I feel like I have an idea what the goal is. What's the goal to you guys, just to make sure I'm right?
I haven't got a goal
right,
yet.
but I'm aligned. Say it again, Spec.
My ultimate goal is for TMH Comics to be one of those brands. Not say it's going to be as big as Marvel and DC, because they've been out here for years, like I'm saying. But I just want to be able to make a staple on this side of the fence and say, hey, this is what we did over 15 years, and this is what people remember. You know what I mean? So, and then of course at the same time, my main thing too is one of the books to sell as best and as good as possible, as well as this TV show, man. That's one of my biggest things that's been on my mind right now is the show, because I know the show, can really go somewhere. You know what I mean? So that's one of my biggest things. But building TMH Comics as a brand, it really is the most important thing. Like I said, for this side of it, you know what I mean? Versus the music, but this right here, the stories are what brings everything else to life. You know what I'm saying? So,
How about you, Spec?
I'm a music dude, so I just create the music part of it, and I throw ideas when I have them. But my goal is to really just make the music and the scores, the compatible to the Hans Zimmerman's and the Superman soundtracks, and they like, oh my God, this, where did y'all do this? Oh, we have our own place, and we, so my goal is just to make the best product. My goals will change as we go, but I'm not that type of creator where I'm writing books, or I'm never got into the comic books I like going to see movies, but never thought about the scoring and all that stuff until, me and Terrence started talking about it. And he was pushing me to, hey man, you need to do more scoring. You do this, you can do all this other stuff, but man, I want to get you into the scoring stuff. So now hey, let's do it. I mean, I know I can do it. I'm a sponge when it comes to music. So the goals, I would have to piggyback off what y'all doing and help prepare whatever y'all doing. What's yours? I'm waiting to hear this.
Hey, honestly, I'm just going where life takes me and just trying to give it 100%. I'm just really trying to learn and adapt. I really like this because it's testing me and pushing me to the limit, because I won't know what to do, but we can give it a go and just try our best. And I'm talking about me personally, like try my best, try something, see how it goes, layer on something different, or maybe tweak it slightly if I need to. But I think this is really exciting, man. The fact that we are starting at zero, because I think any growth we have is going to just be that much more. That'll be that fuel to keep us going.
I think the whole situation for this particular brand needed to be broken down. It was already like I was building a wall by myself. You know what I mean? Trying to get there to a certain degree. But like I said, it takes a village, man. Like you can't get anywhere without the help of other people. So I know that I'm looking at staring at the brick wall. I had to tear it back down, and like I said, try to rebuild it and build it in a different format. But I do understand that these are some of the avenues you go down, and when it doesn't work, you walk right back over there, and you know what I'm saying, try another street. Okay, let me go down this road because this one was a dead end. So let me try this street right here and see if I can keep going.
So speaking of goals, we know where we want everything to go. Terrence explained that Star Wars, this big, the TV shows, this. Yep. So what's our short-term goal? What's the goals we need? Like say if it's okay, we want to get these many followers on social media, or we want to get the Twitch up and just put more content. We gotta have short-term goals to get to, because I never try to go, oh, we know what the end goal is, but you can't get there if we don't know, you know what I'm saying? So my main thing is short-term goals. I mean, it could be a 2-month goal. It could be a 6-month goal. It could be a week goal. Like, hey, let's put this content out like for the next month. Let's do this. This is our goal. And if we can't beat that, then we got small issues.
And that's what we discussed in the first meeting.
Okay.
We're gonna try to make this thing consistent so that we can continue to, like you said, put out more material, because that's the one that's missing.
Okay.
Start seeing that and you start paying attention to it, then they'll start tuning in, because they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna be looking at it like, what, like you said, like, what do these people got going on? What's going on with this?
Yeah.
That's
literally just
curiosity.
If we meet weekly and just record these, this is literally one video that we can throw on as is, little production. And then if we need to, we can go in and actually cut it up.
Right.
And post them as either shorts or get them on IG or whatever that is. Like you guys talking about your goals, that's probably a nice thing to cut it up and say, hey, this is what you envision. And again, if we just start and gain some following, just again, I know we need to be realistic, but man, once we get this going and we can look back and see how far we've come and how much we've accomplished, I think it's just going to be so magical, dude. Like we're going to feel so good being involved.
So are you, I'm not that savvy with videos, cutting it up, doing this, adding this. I'm not good at that. So if you're good at that, man, I would say take the road of that, or Terrence, you could do it. I'm not good with, cutting up videos and cap cuts, or I don't even have the software to do it on my computer.
I can throw this out there. I can do this if we need to.
Okay.
I haven't shared this with Terrence, but I've launched 2 or 3 YouTube channels. I didn't get anywhere. I had one built up with like 300 followers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually consistently posting right now. I'm trying to blow up my current channel, but I'm still under 100. I have like 77 subscribers.
Right.
But that's unrelated to this, I think. So do we have a TMH Comics account for YouTube?
Yeah. But I need to we have it. Are you talking about for YouTube?
Yeah.
We have it. I need to take some videos out and move them over. I was just doing everything is mixed in, from music to the comic book stuff.
That's fine.
I'm get rid of all of that.
I think that's fine because, well, when was the last time you posted? Has it been a while, or are you posting like fresh content?
Probably a month ago, maybe. I think.
Okay.
Maybe a month ago.
I think you could just leave whatever you have there, man, because it's what's done is done, and then now we can just layer these on top.
Right.
And I think the business side will be interesting, and then we can get deeper into the story side, and then start to highlight all these things, and then I think eventually get you on a podcast here and there. Maybe we could try to get you on a local one in Atlanta.
Right.
And whether it's about comics or just being a writer or entrepreneur. I think that could be the next play, and then we can get that, we can blast that. Terrence from TMH on this podcast, boom, right? Like, so.
Okay.
Definitely that. I'm with that.
So yeah, so to make it clear, I can edit some of these. Again, I'm not a professional editor, right? But I can at least try to do my best if that's, I know you said you could too, Terrence. So I think whatever makes sense, I'm happy to try to do that.
Right.
But we need those channels. We need okay, we got 10 minutes left on here.
Okay.
But I think that's a good goal for this week. What's up?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna send you some things too, because when you're talking about editing, I just thought about some stuff. So I'm gonna send you over a couple of files. I think if I have them, like when I see them, and then also too, I just started today trying to revamp a little bit of the website. I'm still working on that. I gotta move some stuff around, but I just started like an hour ago. But I'm getting ready to start working on that this week, little by little, to get it to where I needed to be, because it's like pretty much like dusting the cobwebs off, because I haven't touched that website in so long. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing today, and that's pretty much it. So I'm waiting on this meeting. So
Nice.
he
Cool.
said
So
step by step.
what was that?
No, I just said little by little, pretty much, little by little.
Okay. So I think that that's probably a good goal for next week is let's get these social media channels down, because I think we could still use the same content and just put it on all the different channels. Right? We want as much we want to put as much out there as possible. So you got IG already, right? Where is that going to run from? Is that going to run from
I have IG now. You can connect all your pages to your main page. So I already have that connected. That's been there since what, 2017.
Are you able to add us as like a team member so I can access it and
Yeah. I'll go into it and see how to do that. Also,
Okay.
there's a Facebook. There's TMH Comics on Facebook. Of course, there's a YouTube channel. I got to go back and look at the name of that.
You got the Twitch too? Or you have the?
I've never been on Twitch.
Okay.
I hear about it, but I've never even.
We need to tip that up.
I think for Twitch it'd be more like this, and then what we could even do is we can record this live on Twitch.
Oh, that's what everybody. Oh,
and then people can come in, or we host again once we build a following. We host a like Ask Me Anything, right, Terrence? And now you have to join, and then the fans are gonna come in and ask you questions and stuff, and then you just kind of answer them.
Right, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we need to get a Twitch.
So many
TikTok.
Yeah, no, what? No, it's not on TikTok.
Okay, so we need a TikTok too.
TikTok and the Twitch.
TikTok and Twitch and all that too. Okay.
Now, I'm not super tech savvy either, but so that might require a little bit of just figuring out how are we going to do all these things in terms of like uploading directly, or do we take the video, cut it up, and then upload? I think to keep things as simple as possible, we can upload this in its raw form, just literally as it is, and then this is TMH sesh or whatever we want to call it, and then we're business sesh or whatever, and then we kind of just upload them as is, and hopefully there's millions of people on YouTube. Someone's gonna come across it. Again, they may not like it, but they might.
Right.
But putting out content, that's the key thing, because we just need to keep putting it out consistently.
Right. Gotcha. Definitely. I'm definitely with you when you said earlier too, even like to say this is an hour-long conversation. Some of the conversations you can cut up 30 minutes and then, that's two different conversations, or even the 20-minute set where, you cutting it fade out or however you do it. And then we have more content to put out, so we're always ahead. Meaning that like next week, we have two pieces that we can put out, but we're already talking in this other hour, content. And then now we have more content. So we're always ahead of, we have enough content in the back row, in the back lane to keep putting stuff out. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of doing that. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about all that, man. Definitely excited. Yeah.
Okay, so for at least right now, bare minimum, we're recording this. We can upload this now to YouTube, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I should have the recording. I'm also trying to record it on this other tool called OBS. I've never used it, but I've heard a lot of good things. So, once the meeting's over,
Is that live? Is OBS? Is that a live?
I think it's just recording my screen with us on the screen. So, but I also recorded it through Zoom. So I think I should get access to that also. Again, this is kind of new, so we're just ironing out some of the kinks first. But, once we get this going and get in that workflow, it'd be just easy peasy.
Yeah, and I don't know, next time I have, my studio be set up, I'll do this on my laptop next time.
Yeah.
So it can be much clearer and all, all that stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we good.
Anything else in terms of, okay, so I know we need money, man. right? Do
Yeah.
you think it makes sense to set up a Kickstarter now, or do we just, I think we might have to wait a little bit, but again, I'm all about, if you really want to push,
Yeah,
we could
I'm
push.
more so right now about reintroducing everything. I mean,
Yeah.
there are some people that know, but nobody really knows. So
Okay.
once we get that done, then yeah, we can go ahead and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Because even with that, I know last time you were like, hey, how much you think we need? Right. And so I know we need at least a certain amount. But when I was on Kickstarter, I mean, these people are asking for $5,000. Like that's their whole goal, $5,000.
That's under the comic. That's under the comic book thing, right?
Yeah. Well, these are
Yeah.
actually even for like first show pilots, right?
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
so it just made me feel like that might be more like phase 2.
Right.
Once we have something established, we've got things going, now we can try to tap in and, again, continue to focus on growing and then focus on getting some money.
Right. Absolutely.
Right?
Well, definitely if podcasts are set up with other people, we need to have a Kickstarter there, because if he's on a podcast speaking, hey, we started a Kickstarter fund, and he needs to put that out on their podcast, because their podcast probably they'll record it and put it out again somewhere else. So
yeah,
we definitely need to do it, like you said, just get everything up and running. But when he's getting ready to get on his first podcast, we need to have that Kickstarter up and running. So
that's a good point. So maybe it's all about setting these goals, right? So by next week, we should have all the social media things like access. And then maybe more next week, we can talk about expectations. Like it posting every day. Is it really just posting this once a week, and then working to chop it down, and then post 3 shorts over the next week? So it'd be main video, 3 shorts. Those shorts can be added to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So that'd be all in one thing.
I like that.
So I think, and then like, what's the goal to get on a podcast? Like, do you want to, is that in the next 90 days, maybe look to try to do something there? I mean,
yeah, because he has a lot of content. He has a lot of books that's already written. So he has a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
So, okay. So I think, and again, whether or not it happens, we've got to have that idea first to spawn it actually happening in reality. So, okay. So just so we're clear, so for next week, by next week, we should have 1 video posted already on YouTube for sure. And then we'll iron out some of the access to these social media channels, right? Because I don't know how IG works. I don't know if it's a business page, maybe you can add me as a user again, so that way I can post stuff too. I think it might make sense for me to be able to post for TMH. Yeah. So once I cut.
Yeah. So what you do is you go ahead and set up the IG page for yourself, because I don't know if you have one or not.
Okay, I do.
Okay, cool. So send it to me through text, and then the TikTok and Twitter. TikTok and Twitch. You set that up.
I'll set that up.
I don't have that for those. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For those handles. So yeah.
Okay. I might make like a dummy Gmail then, like I don't know, TMH Eddie or something like that, and then and then I could just set it up through that email.
Okay.
All right, nice. We have less than a minute. Anything else?
Okay. No, that's good, man.
That's it.
Great first meeting. Great first meeting, and meeting you as well.
Yeah. Nice meeting you. I think we made some progress here. Yeah. Again, you got to be disciplined and focused, but we can get there, man.
Okay.
I'm super hyped. All right.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Okay. Y'all be
in the few.
See you guys. All right.
Bye-bye.